Hello everyone, welcome to Lush and Salty Aquariums. My name is Stefan and thank you for coming to my channel. We're looking at my 10-gallon driftwood bogwood tank that's in one of my daughter's rooms. I set this tank up a couple years ago and have not changed it much, although the plant life has reconstituted the overall vibe of this tank, and I did take out plants that were growing out of the surface to let more light in so I could view the creatures and provide more site space in the basic real estate of this tank. And essentially what has happened over time is this Anubias plant has grown all the way from back there as one sort of cutting and created that rhizome and moved all along and continues its march. And why I'm making this video, not that this thing is like a super rare orchid or anything, but occasionally you will get an underwater bloom from these plants, and that's just what has happened here. It's actually quite beautiful. I don't know much about how it operates or its purpose. I don't, obviously pollination isn't really what's going on here underwater. I should do some research, but it's quite beautiful, don't you think? And it's got to be a sign that the tank is doing well overall. So I wanted to feature that. I've seen it before in my aquariums in a couple plants. From Amazon Swords, you will get runners, which create new plants that have a flower-like vibe to them. They come off a stalk. And on different Anubias plants, you will get flowers. A lot of times, though, blooms are from plants that send stems out of the water for the flowers where they make more sense. So I'm not sure what's going on with the underwater bloom. It's of no interest to any of the creatures, the shrimps, of which there are a jillion cherry shrimp in here. They don't seem to care. Maybe they're even repelled by it. I haven't seen one on it. And the fish leave it alone as well. Snails, the whole nine. It's left alone to just be beautiful and exotic. And that was the primary purpose of showing this tank, which I videoed not that long ago. As you can recall, I added 4 glorious coral platies. These are the tiniest platies you can buy. You see 2 down here, so I have 2 pairs, and they both pairs have paired off, so it's like perfect. And one of my females is so fat. I mean, I think it's that one. Look at how plump. Oh my God! I hope I get babies. They'll be red, little red balls. They'll be so conspicuous and obvious. And I'm hoping the Endler guppies are too small to predate on them, because even these small fish, they are platies, so their young are pretty big relative to other fish. But I'm a big fan. I wish, in a way, I mean, I love my Endlers, but it would be awesome to have a school of these in here for that brilliant fire engine red color against the green and the brown, everything else natural tone, and then boom, these critters. And since they're so small compared to other platies, you could really have a dozen in a 10-gallon tank. I see that as being totally feasible, at least more than 8, right? And hopefully they would reproduce, and that would be fun. So you see the filter kicking around some duckweed. I've got frog bit up top. It being summer, for whatever reason, it's not that the light's any more intense in here, but the heat is, so they grow faster. All my tanks are running hot because it's summer and I don't have air conditioning. And although this house is gloriously naturally cooled, it still gets hot. I'm not gonna lie, it gets balmy, and that affects nano tanks at times, dangerously so. But I just do cool water changes and keep an eye on things, and so far so good. So with that, I will bid you all adieu. You can say goodbye to this glorious Anubias bloom, and always keep your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.